What is up, guys? We're back with another banger. Little bit of a different one today. So today I want to talk about DFSC, which you can see right here, formerly KWE. If you don't know, you probably don't know DFSC because no one's ever heard of it. But KWE has always been a huge past runner, squeezer. If you've been playing small caps for a while, I'm sure you know the name. So basically, they're a defense stock. They're in the defense sector with drones and some other defense things. But the main focus is drones, and I'm going to talk about why. But it's a defense stock, right? I know it says Canada. It is a Canadian company, but they do have deals that they make with, with North American companies as well. But the main focus is talking about the defense sector. So just diving into this. So it's a 1.4 mil float. This actually was like a 700K float. They just did an offering, which I want to talk about. And I'm going to tell you guys why I like this one so much. So anyway, so let's dive into it. So we got a 1.4 mil float, okay? So KWE, again, past massive runner. You guys know I don't usually play these low floats. But I really, really like this one. I think it's a really good swing for everybody to make a nice, buck on. So it's a 1.4 mil float. So recently we've been talking about, they've been talking about, if you go through, like this is Secretary Sean Duffy, they're seeing a lot of drone headlines. This is all yesterday, talking about how they signed, they're eliminating complicated patchworks for drone regulations. I mean, you could see drones, all drone dominance, American drone dominance, right? All drones, right? Now, before people say this is not a U.S. company, I don't care. It doesn't even matter. Once the drone headline is hot, people are going to be looking for drone stocks, drone PRs, anyone that has like any sort of like a drone deal. They're selling drones, anything. And this is my number one pick by far for that headline and this little theme that may be developing here, because there's really not much. So you see here, it's all drone headlines, that's coming in. We're just waiting on one big runner, and I think this could be it. So anyway, so it's a 1.4 mil float. So basically, I just want to pull up the chart really quick. If you look at the daily, so this they did their ticker change. You could see last month, or I guess a little bit over a month ago. So if you go on the daily, you'll see that you don't really see anything before this because they changed the ticker. But I want to just get into this one really quick. So you could see here it's basically at bottom. It's literally at bottom. Okay, we have a really nice gap here at $7, which is basically 65% just from here. From $4, all right. So just filling this gap alone is amazing for everyone to make a nice buck on. Okay, there's no resistance. If you look at the 4 hour, you'll be able to see the past moves when before the ticker was changed, and you see back here, which I'm going to talk about this PR last month on Thursday. It literally squeezed to $22. Okay, it squeezed to $22. This thing has always had massive squeezes. You can see here it squeezed big, here it squeezed big, here it even squeezed. It always squeezed big, and if you look at this chart, it's asking to see $10. I mean, it's asking to see at least, I'd say, $7, $8, and honestly, I wouldn't be shocked if this goes even more into like 10 or more if they give us one of those really nice drone PRs, okay? So that's it with the chart for now. I'll just actually really show you quick while we're here. We have no resistance. I mean, over like 480-ish, I mean, it's basically a straight run up probably to like $5 or so, maybe $5.50. You have like some resistance right around here, like $5.85. But you really don't have much. So this gap fill should come really, really easy. I don't even think it's going to need news for this gap fill to happen. Okay, so we have 1.4 mil float. It's a 6 mil market cap. So basically, the company dumped. They did an offering, right? So the company did an offering. I have it right here. So they did an offering. It was about 700,000 shares. It's in Canadian dollars, so it's a little bit different. It says posted like 895, which is about 650 ish in U.S. dollars. But either way, you have investors that are stuck with 700,000 shares at 650. They can't do anything. They can't move. They have to. They're going to have to pump this 100% for them to even sell it. So for investors to even make money, they're going to have to move this to at least $8. More like closer to 10, and it's going to have a high volume day. I'd say at least 7 to 8 million in volume, maybe even closer to 10. Because there's no way for them to sell. This is the only raises that they've done. They just did a reverse split. This was their only raise. It was really nice pricing. It's at 650. It's literally 50% over 50% than what we're at right now, right? Because 650 going from, let's say, 415, you're talking like over 50% of that right now, just for the investors to break even on it. And you'll see that we've had like a bunch of 13Gs filed. You've had 3 13Gs filed since then. I think each of these were about 70,000 shares, give or take. This was 40. You got another one. This was 70. And then another one, which was 100. So you got 100, 170. You got about 210,000 shares. So you're talking like a 1.2 mil float. Albeit, obviously, unless these people sell, but they're not going to sell here because they just bought it. So there's no way that these people, there's a high chance that these people are actually red. But there's no way that they're selling here. So you're talking like a 1.2 mil free float, which is insanely low, in the perfect sector at the perfect time, right? So let's go into a little bit about kind of what they have. So this is their most recent earnings on May. You'll see here they have a cash balance of 4.4 mil. So they basically almost have their entire market cap just in cash, which is insane to begin with, okay? They have in their most recent PR, this was on the 25th of June. See, the thing is that most people don't see this because it doesn't pop up on Dilution Tracker since they changed the ticker name. You have to actually go to the website. And if you go to the website, you can pull up their PRs and see it here like this. But you see here, they're talking about how they are focusing on like multi-year contracts with national defense and our industry partners up to 75 million. So you're talking 10x their market cap in potential contracts, obviously over the next couple of years, but it doesn't matter. It's just the headline, right? They're focusing, you're talking, even if it's 75 over the next 3 years, you're saying 25 million a year, that's still 4x the market cap of what it's at right now. Which is, I mean, this thing is super undervalued. I have no idea why this is here right now. It should be at least $7. And it'll talk a little, we talk a little bit about that. The best thing is that here, you'll see, let me just go over this. It's 17% short on a 1 mil float. This is insane. I've almost never seen numbers like this. The only time I saw a number like this, and again, I don't play low floats like this too often, so it could happen. I just don't know. Last time I've seen a 17% float short on a 1 mil float or a 2 mil float was NCPL, and that ran from $2 to $8. That went 400% on no news. So if this gives if this gives any sort of PR update, any sort of PR on drones or contracts, and we know they will because they always pump, because KW always pumps. You could see the spikes. They always pump. It's just a matter of when. I mean, this is going to be a massive squeezer. This could go 300%. I'm not saying that that's going to happen. This is not financial advice. I'm not telling you to hold for anything like that. But for a swing play, I think this is definitely low risk. I mean, bottom was 360, so you're basically risking even here, at 415, you're risking say 10 to 15%, and that's if it breaks all-time lows here, which I just don't see it happening unless they did an offering, which isn't going to happen because they have nothing open to even do an offering. But you're talking that there's essentially almost no risk. It's like a no-risk swing. Just accumulate, get in, and wait. I'm in this until it makes a move. I mean, if it takes a day, it takes a day. If it takes a week, if it takes 2 weeks, So before you guys keep asking me, am I still in? If this makes a move and it goes $7, yeah, obviously I'm gonna sell a bunch. But if this is sitting like this for the next week or two, I'm in this until it makes a move, because I just don't see any way, unless bad news comes out, that this just doesn't go. I don't even know. I think organically it could go, just because of the chart. There's just no resistance. It's just really, really beautiful. But KWE, DFSC, keep this on your radar. I really like this one. I really think that this could be a nice swing for us. NCPL, if you guys remember that was an amazing winner for everyone. I actually have been adding threes on that one as well. For the people that are wondering, I'm still in it, and I've actually been slowly taking on these dips. But DFSC, people just completely forgotten about it since they did the ticker name. Nobody's in it. It's 17% short. I mean, this is just insane. This could be a really nice swings for everyone. Accumulate some size, and let's all bank. All right, I'll see you guys later. Peace.